Let's bring in our next guest analyst. He's Oliver Sloup from Blue Line Futures in Chicago, where I'm sure it's a sunny 75 degrees. Thanks for being on the show. Happy Thanksgiving. What do you think here? What's top of mind?
Well, crude oil, as you had mentioned, is on the forefront of a lot of market participants' radar. We've got a big drop-off today on the back of Opec news that they're looking at potentially increasing production 500,000 barrels a day. That vote will come on December 4th. But this, I mean, Thanksgiving week, a lot of people think holiday weeks are pretty quiet, and that's generally true. But Thanksgiving always kind of throws a wrench in things, especially crude oil. If you remember back to 2014, OPEC had a meeting on Thanksgiving Day, which dropped oil from about 80 bucks to about 40 bucks over the course of a month and a half. So this is nothing new. And that weakness in the crude oil market definitely spilling into the grain sector and corn, where you're starting to see additional long liquidation from the funds take place. The last Friday's commitment to traders report, we saw funds were net sellers of about 56,000 contracts. This is one of the biggest sells we've seen in that report in some time, and it looks like they're seeing some follow through on that too. But ultimately, I think corn can start to build a little bit of a base. Seasonally, this is a friendly time of year for corn. 13 out of the last 15 years, we've seen that March corn find strength and rally from November 16th to January 4th. So we're starting that bullish seasonal time on a back foot here, but I think we can hold some ground here and hopefully march forward into the end of the year.
Yeah, that's you're right. That crude oil one is it's not really even head scratcher because I'm sure you got the same things I got. I got some things through over the weekend, research that says crude oil tends to take a little bit of a dive when it comes to the week of Thanksgiving. So this has been also kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy of sorts. But I also do think that, that'll be good. Hopefully, if that's the case, it'll help with our CPI. And when I look at these things, I'm always trying to look at it and how long we're going to keep these interest rate hikes going on. And so if we start to see crude oil kind of tail off, that could be a good thing.